What's going on, guys? It's your girl CC here from Cafe Corner, and today I have quite an interesting video. Actually, it's from a live stream from the 14-hour charity live stream, and it is from the Creators Q&A panel. Now, I thought this was such a great panel, and I learned a lot. A lot of people in the live chat learned a lot. So I wanted to pop it out and make it into its own video for more people to enjoy. I filter in questions from the chat as well as the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description. And you'll see myself, BFab, Ryan from MandRproductions, Claire from The Plastic Architect, and Mike from The Cool Factor, all talking about different products and things. Links to Amazon will be in the description as well. Just full disclosure, those are affiliate links, and they will help the channel out if you do decide to go through with purchasing something. I loved the variety of creators that we had for the panel, and I hope you do too. So enjoy the video and take notes.
I've been talking this whole time. Okay. Okay, I'll start. So my best advice I can give for someone, starting their channel is just like have fun with it. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not having fun with it, you're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna end up hating like YouTube, kind of like me. For a while, I was just like putting up stuff to put up stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm having fun with it. And if you actually put out like good quality content, you'll eventually grow. Now, maybe I'm the worst one to give advice when it comes to this, but I've been doing this for a while. But recently, my channel's been growing decently. So yeah, that's kind of my words of wisdom to the chat.
I mean, I always like the just start, like that kind of thing. But that's like cliche, like just start. Like, what do you do? Like, oh, I need don't fall into my favorite fallacy is the Toolbox Fallacy. And that basically means like you don't start something because you don't want to start until you have every little thing that you think you need to start, but you actually just need to start. So like, don't, get caught in the feedback loop of, oh, I need a new camera and I need a new computer to edit it. And I need this, and I need that. 'Cause you don't, like just starting is like really important. And then like BFab said, like making good videos is important. I mean, should go without saying, but I mean, a lot of the time when people come in, they'll be like, oh, my channel's not growing. I've made 4 videos. And like, well, first off, you've made 4 videos. Second off, like, objectively, they probably just aren't good. Like, that's like the thumbnail's probably not that good. Like, I'm stealing this one from Mr. Beast, but I think he said something like improve 2% every other week or 1% every other week, I think. And like, if you can hold yourself to that, you'll be in a pretty good spot in a year or 2 years. Like, it's not instant. I'm 10 years in, and I'm still not very good. So like, I don't know, just starting and then improving every day in some little but meaningful way is probably pretty important.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, like a lot of like content needs to be more personality based, right? At the end of the day, like there's people with high quality videos that aren't growing because they have no personality.
So there's 2 ways to do it. I mean, there's the way I'm doing it and CC's doing it and a lot of other people are doing it, but there's also like hi, I'm a Lego channel. I do news and reviews, and that's all I do.
Yeah,
like, that's how you were for a while, and you kind of sifted out of that, But like,
yeah, for the most part, now my news videos are more like filler stuff. Like at the end of the day, like when the algorithm picks you up, you just got to keep pumping out videos. But if you don't, it will throw you.
Shouldn't do news and reviews, but having it as your only thing is why would anyone watch that, right? They can already watch it in 25 different other places that are already established.
Yeah. And that's why, like, for me, I've been doing different videos, like the rise and fall of the brick show, more like history videos, like, talking about information of, like, products that, weren't released, different videos. Like, I challenged Moto. That was a fun video to do. Even though it didn't do well with views, like, it was a fun video to make, right? It was different, so.
Yeah, not every video is going to be your best performing video ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I want to say hi to a few people in the chat. Yes, Sai, you can ask questions. And hi to Nerike and Brixine. Hello from down under, or not from down under. I'm up here. You're down there.
Still down there.
Yeah, I remember I had to ask that question because I didn't want to offend. I was like, still Southern Hemisphere. So, see, we got a question from, I think it was Brickworm. She is asking, what are the advantages of live streams versus edited videos?
A live stream, I mean, you get to interact with your audience mostly is the advantage, if you will. But they're two different things, right? A live stream usually isn't a replacement for a video. It's just something extra or different. It's not like I don't know, it's not like picking Coke over Pepsi or something. Like, you kind of want to have both if you're going to do both. I don't, especially on YouTube, you probably can't just live stream and have a channel grow to be some, maybe you don't want that. Maybe you're content with 1,000 subscribers and a small community of 20 people, and that's like all you want out of it. That's perfectly fine.
Right.
But like a live stream is not gonna like propel you into like, I don't know, just some ridiculous number. Like, you have to have both if you want to do both.
I know Sarah Starbricks mentioned this, and she was saying that like before, Sarah had a decent amount of subs, right? And then she was just kind of like stuck at that number. Sarah, this is not me shading her. I know she mentioned this, so this is why I'm bringing it up. And then she started putting out videos. Now Sarah's killing it. Sarah's streams are not only doing well, but her videos are doing well.
Right. I mean, the reason people watch my live streams is because of my videos, not necessarily because my live streams are the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Like, that's why people find them interesting, right? It's because it's me streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's you have to give.
Well, but they want to engage with you. That's kind of the whole thing of like live streaming.
The same thing is as the news and reviews. People don't care about your news and your reviews unless they like your other videos, basically.
Yeah.
Right. They're looking for your opinion.
What I've found working around like that whole niche, like if somebody covers something, example, everyone dropped their video content a certain day. I drop mine the next day, put a really clickbaity title on there. The video's doing fine. Like, you just got to find a way to pop out. And a lot of that, I actually kind of took inspiration from Tommy, because Tommy's that guy that has like a really like clickbaity title. If you can play with people's emotions in your title, people will watch your videos,
Okay, so there's a difference. There's clickbait and there's clickable.
Yeah.
Most thumbnails that you would call clickbait BFAB are actually just clickable. They're not clickbait.
Okay, fair.
Oh my god, okay. I got 2023 Lego sets, but you didn't.
Okay, fine. That's a very clicky title, whatever we're calling it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, but so like if I know something's not going to do well, the goal is to make the title as catchy as possible, because it triggers people's emotions. No, don't think so.
You should do that anyway. Hot tip.
Honestly,
on all your videos,
my video.
You make a video if you were trying to make it on YouTube in whatever way you see that, is to have as many people watch your videos as possible and click on them as much as possible and watch them for as long as possible and comment. Like, all of these things you want, not just for the one video you think is not going to do well, you're going to put the extra oomph into. That video probably already wasn't going to do super well. So why are you like, you should put the effort into the video that you really think has a killer chance at, being the one.
But I'm just saying, title really does play into a lot of things.
Everything plays in. I mean, title, I don't know about tags so much, but tags.
The thing is, tags don't work literally. And I know Greg had talked about this, that like description matters more, because like if you're typing in a certain search result, it'll highlight a part of your description, show your video higher based on your description, or show it up on the.
Yeah, I do it all to the fullest extent every time for every video, like full tag, full description. So, I mean, you have to do all of it. It's a little time consuming, but it has to be done.
Right. And do you have a standard, thing that is copied, or standard description that's copied, like from a notepad or something that you put into all your videos and just kind of edit?
You can auto do it on YouTube. It'll have like an autofill description, if you will. So like if you look at mine, like basically there's a blank spot at the top where I basically write a paragraph about whatever the heck the video is about. And then there's like the autofill that's like the links. And then at the bottom, I fill in the hashtags as well for each video on an individual basis. And then I do the tags completely blank from nothing every video.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to look into that autofill because I didn't know about
It's
that.
in there. If you can't find it, just DM me and I'll show you where it is. It's in the YouTube settings somewhere.
Cool.
You know, there's also apps like I know, like Tommy uses vidIQ or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
guess
what I
that
use.
helps.
I have that. I don't use it to like do anything really though.
Yeah, but it can also like kind of give you ideas on like what's kind of popular, where your videos rank, what you should change. I don't use that either. For a while, I used TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is kind of helpful. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember when I was really trying to do the news videos, I would look at BFAB's tags and just like grab those because vidIQ allows you to see the tags for the videos.
Right.
And then I would put those in my description as well.
That's how I was able to figure out and like leak to everyone what the Lego modular set this year was.
That was funny.
The live stream went up and I have my TubeBuddy or whatever on, or I always have it on. I guess it's always there. And I, curiosity. I always like look at the tags, especially on a channel like that. It's just kind of interesting to see what the hell whoever's running it put there.
Right.
It's like Lego live stream police station. I'm like, well, I guess it's a police station.
So that's so funny because I didn't realize that was you who leaked that.
Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, it was really easy. It was so funny. And then they took it off the tags like 2 hours later after it had already been circulating. Like, oh, well, you lose. Why bother?
Lego's doing a great job with their tags. At least you know.
At least they're trying get some SEO going.
I suppose.
And so Sai had a question as well. Oh, I think we had another guest, Mike. Hello.
Yo.
Mike.
Welcome.
And you're mute.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Cool Kids
That's
Club,
what I
huh?
thought. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit late today. Family stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah.
I don't know why you had to do it so early on a Saturday. Like, geez.
I once had a family. They died.
Oh, be
Okay.
But yeah, Mike, we were just kind of talking about one of the last questions that we talked about was advantages of live streams over videos. And so I know that you were one of my inspirations when trying to kind of up my live stream game. And also your videos are great quality too. So what would you say? Because it's one of the questions from the chat. So.
Live streaming over videos, like from my experience, when I especially from my experience when I have limited time resources and just effort I can put into my stuff, live streaming is easier. It's just easier because you basically the only thing you have to do is to set up your gear, like make it look the best possible, which takes time, but once you do it, you can use that setup for a long time, right? Like I did. Like I set up my studio for probably like 60% live streaming, 40% making videos. And like in my case, when I dedicate time to my channel, like just reserving that time for a live stream and having something to live stream is just so much easier than just finding thing to record, scripting the video, whatever it is, and then editing takes extra effort, right? And in terms of how it translates to your channel, I think it's growing and growing and growing on how YouTube is like favorizing live streaming. I think YouTube is trying to compete with Twitch at some point when it comes to providing more of a streaming platform to viewers and to streamers, and I think it's gonna grow over time. Like, for example, channel memberships. That was a thing that wasn't previously that much present on YouTube, and now it's growing. You can join the channel without a live stream, but you can promote it on a live stream, for example. I think they're trying to implement something like clips, so audience can share bits of the stream and save it as videos and then share it. So as I see the growth of the tools for live streams, I think it's going to be more and more and more. And for a creator, I can tell that it's just easier. And I've been streaming more lately since the beginning of the year. And right now I have more live streams on my channel than videos actually right now. And I see the numbers just go up. I see the numbers go up more than if I was posting more videos. So I think it helps. It helps really. So if somebody is trying to find a way with limited time, for example, or limited budget or gear to grow on YouTube, I think live streaming is a good way to do it, unless you go to Twitch, of course. But I think on YouTube you can do it as well. And I'm gonna bring an example. You know our mutual friend Sarah Starbricks. She's growing her channel mostly by streaming right now. She doesn't
Yeah,
make
but
many videos.
Sarah didn't start growing until she started doing videos. I know Sarah said this. Like when she had started off streaming, Sarah was kind of stuck on this number. Then she started posting videos, and that's when she blew up.
Yeah, but
Even though, like, she's
if you look,
killing with numbers on streams, to be fair, but I think
uh-huh.
videos are
But
really
if you look
pushing
at her growth right now, like videos probably helped. But like right now, she's mostly streaming. She's
All
posting
of her
some
video,
videos.
everything she's done in the last month, maybe except one thing, is a live stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, literally, like, I've known Sarah since, like, early on, and, like, her channel started blowing up when she started posting videos. I
I
think
know.
if
Like
she's here,
I
she'll vouch
subscribed
for
to
that.
her when she was like 10 subscribers, and
Yeah.
I told her to post videos, and she went into like a bit videos and a bit streaming. So I think honestly, like I think it's a mix of two, but streaming definitely helps.
So, what I told BFAB earlier is people care about your streams, especially in this space. On Twitch, it would be different, but on YouTube, people usually care about your streams because of your videos, not because of your streams.
True.
Like they are there because they found your video. Your live streams usually don't get put in the search engine or anything like that. Like that's just not how it's made or built or whatever. Like yeah, they'll get recommended to people who already watch the channel or whatever when they happen. But outside of that, like no one's really watching them after. They're not like a big draw for that. Like your videos are what would draw people in to subscribe to your channel, and then they'll watch it when they see it live in their sub feed type of thing.
That is a good point, because I see like you grew your live streams a lot, right, Ryan? So you have like average of hundreds of viewers. Do you think it has to do with the fact that your content is growing so much? Is because people are flocking to your live streams just because of your videos?
Yeah, people watch my live streams because of my videos. Yeah, 100%.
All right.
I don't see any way around that. Like that's just how it is. That's how it works. Like yeah, like I don't know. That's how it is, right? Like people watch my videos and they watch a lot of them, and then some subset of those people they also watch my live streams and want to interact in that space. And some people don't, and that's fine. Like it's a different thing.
Yeah, and I think in general, growing a live streaming audience is difficult. I know, Mike, you do a great job with it, but at the end of the day, like, one, you have to have personality, you have to be engaging, and a lot of people aren't sitting through like a whole live stream. It's really hard to,
live streams
from my
do not
perspective,
really
grow an audience from
yeah
that.
they're not good if you are counting on rewatchability. So you know people keep their I keep my live streams like live after, like public after the fact.
Yeah.
But I'm not counting on anybody watching these. It's just a way for me to be present so people see that something is happening on the channel.
Right.
Because honestly, like if I was like I love live streaming, but truth being told, as MNR is saying, as BFAB is saying, I think that videos are still the core of YouTube. Like YouTube was built upon videos. So like maybe I see growth on my channel because I'm actually working more on the channel, because that was my New Year's resolution to actually dedicate more time to it and show up more and all that stuff. So maybe I don't even see it because I'm actually posting more videos, and maybe that's why people are finding my live streams. So I see like, okay, live streams are more successful now, but maybe because
in general,
I actually
your videos
start posting
are so high
videos,
quality. You know, Mike, in general, like I think maybe a lot, maybe you're kind of underselling yourself, but in general, like your video quality is very high quality,
I mean, thank you. I'm trying to strive, but at the same time, I know that in our community, like production value is not the highest denomination. It's
Yeah.
you have to have something to deliver. Like you have to know what you're talking about. You have to have some sort of a personality. People have to come to your channel for some reason. But having like 4K videos only and just being very boring, I don't think it's the way to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I hope I'm trying to like grow my niche in a way that people come to my channel for. Maybe everybody tries to be different. Everybody tries to find different reasons to attract audience. I try to like also of course I do focus on production quality, but at the same time I'm trying to figure out why people even watch my stuff, why people come over. Is there like the way I speak, the way I deliver, the way I make jokes here and there, whatever it is. Or maybe people find me an expert on such topics, even though I don't find myself being an expert, because I know I don't know everything about Lego, and I know much less than you guys probably.
Right.
But still, like I find people like coming back, and yeah, maybe I am underselling myself, but it's kind of good mindset to have, because it keeps me motivated to keep going and finding new ways of how do I make. Like I said in another podcast the other day that somebody asked me, why am I still making videos if I don't see my channel growing like crazily, right?
Yeah.
And I always say that I make videos because I feel like every video I make, there's gonna be this one person that has never seen me before. And maybe that person will get convinced to buy a Lego set after like 15 years of not buying Lego sets. And oh, my camera is going black for a second, I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm gonna convince like one person to come to the Lego store and buy something, and maybe they are depressed, or maybe they have something going in their lives. Maybe Lego is the remedy, you know? And I want them to find that out. So that's kind of like my motivation. And I hope people see that. So I'm trying to be like actually showing that, hey, I'm a busy guy. I do other things besides Lego, but I still love Lego, and it's a big part of my life, right? And it helps me, you know, with those bad times, those good times, and it's actually a big thing that many people can discover and have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's all about impact. Like, you know, how are you impacting the individual watching your video?
Right.
Yeah, you have to leave some impact, obviously. And if it's like in my case, I'm trying to leave positivity, like connecting two things, that Lego and positivity are one. And, you know, there is no, like, people still, like, in this day and age, people think like, oh, Lego is for kids. I don't think so. I think Lego is very much so for adults as well, and we can get passionate about it. And in my case, like, if it wasn't for Lego, my life would be so much more boring. You know, I don't do day-to-day exciting things. I don't jump from a plane every day, and you know, Lego makes my life that much more fun, you know. So I think it's a big thing to have. Yeah.
I mean, before the Lego community, I had no friends, so it's kind of helped a little bit for me.
Same, BFAB. Moving up to a different state, not too long after or before a pandemic is makes things really hard. It's already hard making friends.
Either?
Well, I moved away from my friends and my family, and then the world shut down. So it's already hard making friends as an adult, and the Lego community has definitely been a great outlet for me, I'd say.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Now, Sai had a question earlier. Have you guys ever thought about quitting your channels? And if so, what changed your mind?
Oh, I've quit, like, almost quit like 3 or 4 times. I mean, once you do YouTube for a while, you just kind of get stressed out, and it's not even the numbers. Social media can just have a like huge impact on your mental health, and yeah, I think sometimes like for me, I'd love to leave the Lego YouTube community, like truly, for like a year and then come back just to give myself like a break. But I think at this point, like, I've come to care about people too much where I can't leave, you know? I don't know. I wish I could quit YouTube. I truly do. But like every time I quit for, let's say, a week or whatever, a week or two, I find myself coming back to YouTube, and, you know, yeah. I one time took down all my videos on my YouTube channel, and then, yeah. People are like, yeah, what are you doing? Are you stupid?
I remember that.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, bye with this YouTube channel taking down every video. And then everyone's like, dude, are you okay? And then I like deactivated my Instagram and everything. I'm just like, I was gonna just like vanish for, you know, a couple months, and then I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this. I really can't. But I mean, one day I might just vanish and tell nobody and not interact with anyone and vanish for a couple months and give myself a break. But who knows?
No way.
Don't challenge me, Ryan. I'll do it now.
Doc redeemed the mind blown. I don't know if you guys are watching this stream, but Doc is playing some gifts for us. He played the nope. Oh, and
Doc is playing. Oh, I see on the screen now.
Yeah. And I turned up the alerts and everything because everyone said they were too quiet. But thank you so much to Brightest Witch Bricks for your $20 donation. She says, CC, you're doing great. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm sure the kids will thank you. For those who are new, I just want to take a second here to say !charity. And Billy, you are always on it, man. Thank you so much. So you'll see there in the chat a description of what we're doing while we're doing this special live stream today. And what the charity is, it's Gamers Outreach, who makes game stations for children's hospitals. So if you guys would like to donate to that, then !donate, and you'll get the donation link to help us out reach our goal of $2,000. So we have 14 hours. We're about the halfway mark. And yeah, halfway mark for the time, not for
That's awesome.
for the funding, but
Right.
yeah, we got more time. We got plenty of time. So yeah, so does anyone else want to answer about maybe quitting?
You know what? Like, great answer, BFAB. I think like it kind of describes my life as well. I put a lot of effort into YouTube, and I've been doing so for many years back. Back in Brick Vault, I've been burned out actually twice. Like, I was really that far into being burned out that I didn't want to build Lego for like a week or two or so. Or even more, like the mindset stayed with me for a few months, and I was, even though I was delivering the videos and doing all this stuff, it felt like a chore. And you know, that's like kind of a warning for everyone who's really into this. And I want to also like have Ryan give some input like in a second, because I know he's running this his channel for many years, more than all of us.
Yep.
And I'm impressed that you still stay motivated. It's awesome. With all the work ethic you have and all the content you put out, that's amazing. For me, it like I had to reset multiple times over the times. And back in Brick Vault was the case when I had to take breaks, when I had to like really. It's not the hate to Lego or anything like that. It's just you put so much effort into it that it becomes like not a hobby and starts being your full life or your livelihood. And it's just something that, I don't know, maybe I have a personality or a mindset that it really affects me when I feel like I'm putting too much effort and things start to become like really tedious and really like if you stop getting satisfaction from doing something over time and over again, it becomes a problem in your mind, in your like mental health, your mindset, whatever. So yeah, I did think about quitting Brick Vault even, but yeah, I kept coming back because it was such an awesome place to work at. And then at the Cool Factor, I also felt, because you know I had more responsibilities as I grow older, things like that, and sometimes it's like I spent 9 hours a day doing something else, and I still have this channel in the back of my head, like I gotta do something for the channel, and it's like I want to do something on the channel, but I'm so tired, so done for the day, so something, whatever it is, that, and then there's the second mindset in your head saying like, oh, if I don't post a video, I'm gonna disappoint my audience. I'm gonna not show up. And think about being a creator is like you gotta show up. You have to show that you care because people support you, and it's like a contradicting mindset because you wanna work, you wanna have good work ethic to, because running your own YouTube channel is like a lot of self control. It's self discipline, right? You gotta dedicate time to it. You gotta find ideas to it. You gotta be creative on top of everything that goes on in your life. And for me, it was a big struggle for many months. Now I have like a bit of a good balance between when to say no to things that can affect my well-being, like say overwork too much, or like pull off on all-nighter for a video, which I tend to not to do anymore. I used to do that, like I gotta post this video tomorrow, I'm gonna just sit until 4 a.m. and make sure it happens. It affected my health and my mindset quite a bit, and now I try to avoid that. But I used to do that, and it gets you to that point of no return when you're like, man, that's it, I'm gonna quit, like it's not worth it. And you forget that as BFAB said, you keep coming back to it, because it's not like you start hating Lego or whatever your content is about. You still love it, it's still your passion, it's still something you care about, but you feel like, man, I just want to enjoy it alone, I just want to enjoy it for a second without people watching me doing it, right? Just for a second.
Yeah, because you, like, no matter what, I think we all have decent amount, like, we have a decent sized audience where we, like, people still, like, look up to us, and, we're trying to, like, I don't know, push out content, content, I can't speak, make people happy and do all this stuff, and it becomes stressful. Like, we all enjoy Lego to a certain extent, but, like, you're trying to put out this video, you're like, I gotta make this video good. If you make a crappy video, people aren't gonna enjoy it. You're always kind of wondering what people think about.
Yeah, it's like what people think you're good enough or something. Like, I think like us, like me and you having smaller audiences and Ryan having a big audience, I think our audiences care the same. It's like Ryan's, hundreds of thousands of subscribers care the same if he puts a video as us, like 1,000 people cares as much as we put a video, right? So it's the same feeling that you have some sort of a responsibility to cater to. and it's hard. Sometimes hard. Like sometimes just like, you know, like I know about you guys, but for me it's just like making sure I have time for the family, making sure I have time for my work, making sure I have time for my health, for my sleep. And YouTube channel is probably one of the most time-consuming things you can do in your life. It's insanely time-consuming. No matter if you do a live stream, that's a few hours, you know, per live stream. If you do a video, that's even more, because you have to record and edit and post and respond to comments and make sure your video gets recognized and share it and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So it's
find a new way to
it's like
kind
a
of
second
promote
job.
yourself.
It's like a second job. Like no matter how much you hate to say it, if you take it seriously, it's a second job basically, and you have to fit this all into your 24-hour day with all the other things that are going on in your life. So that's a
I mean,
struggle.
some of my videos that take longer, like I have like top 10 videos, or like I have like some documentary style videos. I have to script all those videos and I have to record the audio, then I have to edit, and all that stuff just takes a while.
I gotta
Because
say your videos are very well edited, and I think you put a lot of effort into it. So I can only imagine how much it takes.
thank you,
do
Mike. I
all
appreciate
those
it.
research and graphics and everything. Like I think your editing is top notch for your style, and I know it takes a lot of effort. For me, like even sometimes I sit down and I say, okay, this video is simple. I just have 2 camera angles. It's a simple review. I'm gonna talk for 8 minutes about this set, get some B-roll in like 15 minutes after, throw a thumbnail, and that's it, right? I think about it all the time, and then 5 hours later, it's yeah.
So a lot of people think our work is easy. It's not easy. Like, it's fun, right? It's fun if you don't do it. But like Mike, I've seen your videos. They're very high quality. Your reviews, everything. You're getting different angles. Like, they're clear. If you mess up, you have to refilm something. Like, people don't understand. It's not like this clear cut video. There's a lot going on.
It looks simple. Even if I watch my own edits, it looks simple on the screen. Like, oh, he just put it's easy to think like, oh, he just needs 2 cameras on a tripod and sync them in edit, and that's it. You have a video. And in some music, throw some music, some graphics on it, and you're good. It's like, what, 1 hour of work? Like that Porsche video, like I just posted a Porsche 911 like review, this one. And it looks simple on screen because it's just like few cuts and here and there. And actually, I was in the middle of the way. I was about to quit that video. I was like, what am I doing? I'm talking so much. Like, it doesn't make sense. And like the review is like 50 minutes long, but
the longer video,
the recording, I think it's 30 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever it is. And I had a time lapse that crashed on me in the middle. And that time lapse is like 8 seconds of video, but that time lapse took me like an hour to film. And so there's like, people don't see that. And I have members of the audience that truly say like, hey Mike, I know you spent a lot of time on this video, thank you for doing that, I appreciate it, I shared it with my friends. I was like, thank you, because not everyone recognizes the amount of work that goes into it. And things like that make you keep going, and it's something that every creator should remember, that people keep asking me like, how do you start a YouTube channel? How do you do it? Well, first of all, it's not about buying the camera, it's not about getting the knowledge how to edit, it's not about those things. The first thing you have to be aware of is that it's gonna take a lot of time. Just keep that in mind. Like, to get anywhere with this, it's gonna take a lot of time. So keep that in mind, everybody who's in the chat right now trying to figure out, hey, I wanna make videos. Yeah, prepare for a lot of work, a lot of time put into it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, also, like, expect, like, burnout. Expect to be miserable at one point. I mean, that's truly, that's YouTube for you,
Yeah, like, as I said, like, even though I made hundreds of videos at this point, and I'm even nowhere near the amount of videos that Ryan made, for example. But every video, sometimes I feel like, what's the point? Why do I put this extra effort to make it look good, right? Sometimes it does feel that way, because and then you gotta enjoy the process. I always say that if you don't enjoy the process, it's probably not for you. You have to appreciate that you are learning every video, that try to make it better every time. It's like, even though I have those feelings, that what's the point, right? I do have those feelings. In the end, I find myself, like, when I finish that edit and I'm like, look at my work, I was like, yeah, that was good work. Like, even though I had some hops and bumps along the way, it's like, I enjoyed it. It's fun. Like, my camera is performing well. I'm happy to use it, to know how to use it. I found this cool piece of music that I put in the edit. It's just those little things that make you appreciate the process. And as long as you appreciate it, you can do it for a long time, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys, 1 second. My grandma donated to our charity. Thank you so much, Nana, for donating $25 towards the cause. Always a pleasure to have you here. You are
You're even cooler
literally
than
a gem
CC.
in my
I
life.
just wanted to say that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Continue.
No, yeah. What'd you say? She said she's a cool grandma.
I think she's cooler than you.
Probably. Yeah, my grandma's fantastic.
Shout out to grandma.
Yeah. And Ryan, I guess you're the final one. If you wanted to comment. What's the question? The question was if you ever thought about quitting, and if so, what changed your mind?
Yeah. So the thing I was gonna say while Mike was talking is that that or something good to think about is that if you're not putting in the time or whatever, someone else is, right? So like if you are sitting here being lazy doing nothing today, well, someone else somewhere isn't being lazy, and that's not necessarily fair because there's a million other people and there's only one of you, and so comparing yourself to everyone else, you're probably going to lose that battle a lot of the time. But the reality of it is that if you aren't on the grind, someone else is, and they are probably beating you at whatever you are trying to do. And this applies to a lot of things, not just necessarily Lego YouTube videos. So I think that's a good thing to think about too sometimes. Like maybe that'll motivate somebody, but yeah. I don't know if I necessarily have ever really wanted to quit. I mean, there was like this one time in like 2014 where I thought we were going to move to Georgia, and I was like, well, guess I have to sell my Lego collection now. And so like I thought I was just done right then and there, but we didn't end up moving to Georgia. So like I don't know why I thought that when that happened, but like I don't know. I'll never find myself wanting to like up and quit and never make another video again. But I definitely like in the moment currently find myself wanting to not necessarily have my biggest, I don't know, impact on YouTube be in the Lego space anymore. Like I want out of the Lego space as my main thing. And that's been that kind of hit me like early this year. And I don't know. I haven't been making daily videos anymore to be able to focus on other stuff and work on that stuff. And like that's where I'm at. Like right now I don't necessarily want to quit. I don't want to ever stop making Lego content or whatever. Like I'll probably just collect all this stuff my whole life, but like I hit a wall and I'm just tired of it, and so I want to do other things, and that's where I find myself right now.
Yeah, no, you've been really pushing that. I know you're like, I'm going to do Minecraft, we're doing Black Series, you're doing Twitch right now. You're trying to focus on other things.
I think you're in a point in your career, Ryan, that yes, everybody gets through that phase. Like nothing lasts forever, and I see you because you've been doing this for how many years now? Like Lego specific, it's been.
I mean, I've been making YouTube videos for over 10 years, but
yeah, exactly. So like, it's a natural thing to try to look for something new as a passion, and it's not. I understand you're not saying that you're quitting Lego as something you like in your life, but you may just like maybe share something else with the world, and it's absolutely natural. So I would say I wouldn't call it burnout absolutely, but it's like a phase in your career that definitely you're like seeking something fresh. It's
like
a change of pace.
I still want to be like the top person in the Lego space. Like that is absolutely what I want. Like no question.
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
I want to. I am driven very competitively, and I mean like I just want to like dominate and win in whatever I do. So like. I want to get 1 billion views on every video I upload. Obviously, that's unrealistic, but you get the point. I mean, like that kind of deal.
Yeah.
And like outperform everyone else. Like, not that I dislike these other people, but like I want my video to do better. Period. Like, I
absolutely. I think it has to do with that mindset. Like, it's a great point you gave that if you're not doing this, somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a good mindset to have because it doesn't say you're like aggressively competitive. It just says that it's like the same as in everything in life. Like, if you're slacking. I kind of approach this point of yours, which is good, from a different way. I like if I don't do it today, a mic from a year from now, how much I will regret it.
Yeah.
Get it? So like it's if I don't start working on this new concept of mine or start like learning this stuff I need for my channel, from a year from now will I regret it or will somebody else will beat me to it, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean the alternate is, if I'm not spending 3 hours wasting my time on TikTok, someone else is.
True, like yeah. So it's as much as you can try to deny it. YouTube is a bit of a competition. So channel grow. The only channels that grow are those who upload.
Yeah.
And you gotta upload be it like 1 time a week, fine. If you can make it, like work towards 2 times a week and work towards 3 times a week.
You don't necessarily ever. I mean, I would like once a week is like where I mean, if you can do once a week and be really good with that 1 video a week and like do that, you're fine. Like I wouldn't even go anywhere from there. Like that's what I'm trying to do with a couple other channels at this point, or like my vlog channel, I guess is kind of like that, right? That's once a week, like done.
Uh-huh.
Don't have to do more, don't have to do less. Although I've been slacking lately because I've been just in this whole funk. But like,
it's hard to vlog in the pandemic, isn't it?
No, not that. I just like the last 3 weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks, I've just been like too lazy to edit it, and I'm not filming stuff yet. No, for the last year's been perfectly fine. It's just like a general thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You need an editor. 10 years of editing your own stuff.
It's not necessarily.
I tried. All his editors have let him down.
It is tough to find like the right person, right? Like you do have to find someone that knows what they're doing, and like. But yeah, it's not something I'm too worried about.
Perfect time for our sponsor, Fiverr. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Fiverr. Fiverr is great.
It's like, damn, when did you get a sponsor? I haven't had a sponsor.
No.
Well, you were definitely your sponsors. Don't say that.
I don't have like a. This person's paying me X amount to pimp their stuff.
Talking about rejecting like sponsors, I don't know if I told this story. Oh, you know what? We'll worry about this later. It has nothing to do with the topic.
Well, I mean, if it's I guess content related and sponsors, like.
Okay, so I kind of got a sponsorship deal with the whole like periodic table thing. It's like this Lego periodic table thing. When I say sponsorship, it's like we give you a kickback if you sell this, right? Everyone and their mother is doing the sponsorship.
I've seen that. Like everybody has the ones. Like what's up with these guys?
It's horrible. It literally, literally. So I got one to review, one to give away, whatever. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Looked at it, felt the product. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna sell this. They're selling this for $40. This is not even worth $10. I'm touching this
I'm
thing.
more asking like, how did they get all those bigger channels to do it? Like, it doesn't seem that much of an attractive product.
Because you get a kickback, right? And you get money. So I mean, whatever sells, you get a percentage.
Offer you any money up front?
No.
Oh,
I wouldn't
like a code.
I probably honestly got the email like 3 months ago and like was like didn't even bother to respond. I won't do anything anymore for like I'll do like what I'm doing now is like for my buddy Timmy Republic Bricks, like I get kickback, right? Like that's really, I get a free thing and I get kickback. It's all I get out of it. But like that's not what I want out of any like new sponsor or whatever. Like I've reached a point where it's like, hey, unless you're gonna give me X amount of money, like I'm just not interested. Like I don't want your free thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, you grew to the point that you have to value your time and your audience, right? Like,
yeah. Like they're like, we're gonna send you a free thing and you're gonna show it to 100,000 people. I'm like,
yeah, it's a big discussion in like tech community. For example, sponsors approaching people like, hey, we're gonna give you a shout out. Like, okay, how about some hardcore cash? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I think like we gotta value ourselves more as like you put all this effort into your channels and they want to like connect to your audience. In the sponsorship world, like I think people have to value themselves more. Like companies have money to pay you to promote their stuff. If you believe in the product, fine, take it. But keep in mind that get compensated for this. I think.
Yeah, but I feel like all these like bigger YouTubers, especially like with the periodic table thing that I was like talking about, nobody wants that crap. David's pushing it. First Order Lego, all these guys, they're cool, right? Don't get me wrong. Brick Set, Promo Bricks, all the big names are pushing it. It is the worst product ever. This is just. It is not worth $40. I don't care. I would love the kickback. I know I could convince some people to buy a stupid periodic table, but I literally sent the lady an email and I said, yeah, your product crap. This is like a $10 product.
Oh my God.
And she's like, okay, don't bother doing the review.
All right. Let's move to the next topic then.
Jeez. Brick Witchery has a good quote here. She says, shout outs don't pay the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you're running your own channel seriously, it's your work. It's your it's your time. It's your effort. It's your resources. It's your business, right? Kind of. Yeah. So make sure you people value that the way they should.
Exactly. And I've always been the proponent for the saying, like, nothing's gonna become a business if you don't treat it like a business first. Like, You know, you don't buy a Starbucks and think, oh, it's just a hobby. Like, it's just, you go into something thinking that it's a business, and that's how you grow it into such a lot of the times. So
yeah, I've like kind of branching up the whole sponsorship thing quickly again. So I've been offered like deals where like people have offered me money up front, and I'm just like, no, because you don't care about their product. So yeah.
yeah, well, that's always good to like only promote something that you actually believe in, because otherwise you're gonna
That's
feel
a good approach overall. Like, promote products that you can honestly personally buy or support.
Exactly.
And I follow a lot of YouTubers who have sponsorships, very successful, but they're honest with their audience. They only take sponsorships that benefit them personally. Like, you know, people in the like filmmaking community, I follow people who just sponsor, like get sponsor or showcase products that are pretty good for YouTubers, and, you know, lighting, cameras, whatever it is. As long as the guy is using it and I see him using it, and like he says like, yeah, it's a good camera, I have a sponsorships with them, so you may as well try it as well. And it's very genuine usually, because they support the product by their own work,
right.
which is a good thing.
Exactly. See, Lord of the Brick says, I go for the creator, not for the content they make, but I will give them constructive criticism depending on the situation. Yeah, that's always good.
It's a good point. Yeah.
And Brickworm, I'm glad that this has been informative for you. So we're coming up here on about 15 minutes, so I think we can hopefully get through a question or so. Oh, Ricky wants to know, BFF, if you saw his email.
Ricky, I blocked you. I woke up this morning, saw the email, and then straight blocked you. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The email.
Yeah, so I guess I'm sure a lot of people who are starting a channel, one of the things that they wonder is like, what's a good editing software? You know, something budget, I guess.
iMovie's free.
iMovie is
free. That's a good point.
I use Filmora. It's like $30 a year, and there's a lot I could do. Especially, you know, yeah, it's really simple. So,
like, for me, it's hard to give advice because I used paid software, Adobe, and I've been working in Adobe Premiere for like 6 years now. But that's like high end. That's something that I use at work because I work as an editor full time. I'm hired as an editor right now. And before that, I used Premiere. During my work, I used Premiere. At home, I use Premiere. I've been into Adobe a lot. If you learn Adobe and you are willing to pay for it, because it's a monthly based subscription, so you have to put it into consideration if you want to pay for it. If you learn it, that's like an industry standard. Like, I got hired because of my knowledge of Adobe, and I keep using it, and I teach other editors at my work who are like more like a freshman editors. So yeah, that's a good thing. But as a beginner, like YouTuber, I would say iMovie. If you have an iMac, definitely people do iMovie, and it's great because it's embedded in your system, in macOS. Other like platforms I can recommend is Davinci Resolve from Blackmagic. This is a free software. You have a free version and you have a paid version. And Davinci, in its base form, has almost the same functionality as Premiere. So if you learn Davinci, you may as well be very good at editing and jump to other platforms in the future. But it's a good platform. If you like it, you can pay for it after, and you get the color grading, you get some extra audio processing and all that stuff. And Final Cut Pro, people use Final Cut Pro on Macs, but it's like $300, but you pay once for your
That's
lifetime.
what I want to do. I want to pay for it once and
yeah, I was thinking about switching to Final Cut just because of performance. I'm working off a Mac right now, and like Premiere, like, is not the best for Macs for high-end projects, but Final Cut is much better. So in performance department. So if you can pay for it, go for it. But yeah, there are plenty of cheaper editors or free editors, but I think those like iMovie as a basic, Premiere, Final Cut, Davinci, those are the three ones that move around the communities of YouTubers all the time.
Definitely don't get a free one that has a watermark. That's a stop. Don't do it. You're not going to work.
Exactly. That's a good point. Like depends on how serious you take it. Like if you're like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, I'm gonna edit videos, invest in like your time into learning or your money into something that you think you're gonna use for a long time. Don't buy like, okay, I'm just gonna make like Filmora or something with a watermark for like a year and I'm gonna switch. No, try to start like I was like no editor and boom, Premiere Pro editor. Like I was like thrown into this and I had to learn Premiere Pro like from scratch, like from nothing, like, and okay, let's go to YouTube and watch tutorials. So I've been watching tutorials for like a year, like day in, day out, and learning like, oh, that's how you do it. And now like I teach other people. So you can learn everything from YouTube. You don't have to go to school for editing. You don't have to go to a course. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that will teach you how to edit on every single piece of software we're talking about right now.
Yeah, and then in general, just experimenting, having fun every time, just try
Exactly.
something different, and that's what I do. And
Yeah.
I like my editing style. So
it's like the way, yeah, it's a good way to like you go and you learn by practice. So you practice like, oh, I want to do this effect. How do I put like you have in your mind like I want to put this type of like video effect on my video. Like, okay, how do I do it? And you go to YouTube and you learn and you like put it in and you know. So it's a good thing to have, and next time you do it, you already know. So it's a good way of being determined to learn and just like to find knowledge for free on YouTube. It's actually the best source.
yeah, for sure.
Say that's how I learned all my stuff. And I agree with the watermarks. I see it all the time, and it's usually kids editing on their phones, trying to use the free apps or the free version of the apps, but don't do it. iMovie is just so much better. I used iMovie and my iPhone for pretty much an entire year. Rather limited on the phone, but
Yeah, it's limited on the desktop or whatever, but when it's on the phone, it's literally just like cut and whatever. Like that's all you can really do.
but with green
Add
screen
text.
now, you get a little savvy.
So do you guys edit on your phones mostly, or do you use desktop?
I use my laptop for most stuff, unless it's like a haul video. Then I just do that all from my phone. So
Yeah, I usually just use my iMac.
Yeah, I was using my
Yeah.
phone, but now that I have my PC, I've been trying to learn Shotcut.
Oh yeah, shortcuts are important, I can tell you. After 6 years of work, like I cannot go lower than like two screen setup on a desktop. Like I can't go anyway. I don't know how you guys do it from your phone. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it takes forever, or it was taking forever. But yeah, I was playing around with Davinci Resolve, but because I still record off of my iPhone, the video files don't work with the free version of Davinci Resolve.
Oh, really?
So that's a key tip for people.
Like it's not compatible, or?
Right, yeah, the MOV files, they only work with Davinci Resolve with the paid version.
Oh,
That's what I
didn't
found
know
out.
that. Okay.
Yeah, otherwise you have to convert it and stuff. But
Yeah, 'cause I
Shotcut
never-
and just click and
yeah.
drag.
Yeah, I never worked from my phone footage. I always like use camera footage, which is like I usually MP4 and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to when I used to focus on like covering every single piece of news. I used to be at work and I'd like run out, and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go on my break," and then like record for my phone and just like edit on my phone. I'd be like, "Yo, somebody make me a thumbnail." Like text like Jeff or like Sans and be like, "Yo, can you help me out here?" Send me a thumbnail and then just like throw together a video. So
Well, that's a good segue. Because thumbnails, like we talked about, are rather important.
They are
to get
probably
people in the
most-
front door.
They're probably the most important thing, other than the actual video itself being good.
Yeah. So how do you guys make your thumbnails?
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
like I use like 3 different things. So
Yeah, and DFab as well. I mean, I use Photoshop, but all I really use Photoshop for is to brighten something or to crop it, and that's all I really know how to do. I should really invest some, like Mike said, watch some tutorials, because I spend $20 a month on it, and I only know how to do 2 things, but that's where I'm at. So, like, yeah, that's my limited skill set on that. And it's like, that's all I can do, and I work with that. You know, use other websites to like add text or like position it the way you want it, make it the right size, and all that jazz.
So
when all
I
fails,
like
I always
to.
go to Sans. I'm like, "Dude, can you make me transparent? I don't know how to make myself like crop me out of this background. Can you help me out with that?" Like, but that's what he does for me. But yeah.
I like to think of the thumbnail before the video. So I say like, okay, what this video is gonna be about, like, and then come up with the thumbnail beforehand. Like some sets I review, I was like, oh, should I show myself in the review or whatever? But now I figure out like, yeah, people wanna see the set. So thumbnails, for example, for reviews are a set shot, but I think about the shot before the review. So I look at the set and like which angle I wanna approach, like that Porsche thumbnail I just did. I was like, that's a cool car, but white is too boring. So I added like extra Q lights on the right and on the left,
Right.
and dimmed the room and shot a raw file from my camera in like 8K resolution, and then I was spent like an hour editing that shot. So. So like sometimes like it's just fascinating to do, because I don't know Photoshop very well, but I was like, this car is so beautiful, I might as well take a nice picture of it and try to make it look cool. So sometimes, yeah, if you think about the thumbnail before the video, it's good to think to have, and I do that often because I hate this moment where I oh, did the screen go black for a second? No.
Oh no, we should be good.
It's fine.
Okay. I sometimes just wanna do it before the video, because I had that moment when I edit a video, and I finish the edit and like, oh snap, the thumbnail, man, and then it's
someone's getting a text.
Yeah, that was weird. So it's good to have beforehand for sure. Like for me, I don't know about you guys, but I like to have the thumbnail before.
I do my thumbnails after. It's usually like one of the last things I do. I don't know. I just have to kind of like decide on what video I'm going to do, and then like kind of gauge like where the video is going to kind of make my thumbnail. That being said, my thumbnails are the most basic out there. I'm going to take something that Just Too Good told me when I talked to him. He said, you want to make your thumbnails as basic and straight to the point as possible. So recently, mostly I focus on 2 objects in my thumbnail. I'll throw the Lego logo and one other object. Or maybe another time I might throw 2 objects in there, but like I'm trying to make it very basic. And I realize the videos that I have very basic thumbnails tend to do better than the ones where they're just all like really crowded together. But I used to make really crowded thumbnails, and these basic thumbnails have seemed to help out. So I'm kind of sticking with them. So
yeah,
Nice.
I mean, for
Tommy
my
even said to me recently, I'm too basic. I was hurt.
for my
Tommy,
review videos, I just started doing like the box, and I think that was like the way to go for me. Like I didn't want to like take a picture of the set and do all this fancy stuff. I'm like, dude, if Lego decided this box was good enough for them to put it on a shelf, it's good enough for my thumbnail.
probably.
Done. I mean, it's a little bit more than just done. I mean, I take like 20 pictures of it, then I have to like make sure it's straight and centered, and I have to brighten up the table so that it pops, and like there's a little bit more involved than just a picture of the box as you would like to think, but like I mean, that's what I started to do. Because no one else was really just doing a picture of the box. Everyone's like, white background, this and that. I'm like, I'm gonna do a picture of the box in my room so people know it's my video, and they know exactly what Lego set it is, and they know exactly, it's straight.
And then you found them on eBay when somebody was trying to sell Legos, and I'm like, hey, I know that thumbnail. That's Ryan's thumbnail.
Yeah, I don't even buy sets without the box set. Like that's why I buy sealed now, really, mostly too. Is because I need the thumbnail anyway.
It's a good point that Ryan gave. Like you shoot your thing in your. What does that sound?
That's a text message. Sorry.
You shoot your stuff in your studio, so your background is like, oh, what people can expect. So people get used to your stuff, and it just looks good. So like Ryan, I do shots of the box for live streams and the build set for thumbnail reviews.
Dang, Ryan, you're getting a lot of text.
Yeah, thank you, people. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thumbnails are important. I know I'm definitely really guilty of having crowded thumbnails, but I've tried to get better with that over time. So one of my favorite things is like going through larger channels and going from oldest to newest and seeing the progression,
the progress,
of the thumbnails, and like, okay, wow, like all their thumbnails now are like more purple, and before they were just like bland, or so that's.
And you see people like putting on like finding their style as they go. It's kind of cool to see like people like have crappy thumbnails when they begin, like they don't know what they're doing, and now like when the channel is established, you see like a very consistent style showing up.
Exactly. Yeah, and then always some experimentation thrown in there in the middle. But yeah, it's cool to see people find their groove. Now, I guess not necessarily a creator question, but someone did ask, floating shelves or shelving units?
Huh?
I have both.
Oh, I see
like for display.
I have both.
Like floating, like the ones above my bed there floating?
Yeah. Versus like your ladder ones.
I don't think too much about it. Yeah, both. definitely you can just do both. Yeah.
Yeah, I have floating above me, 2 floating shelves above my workspace, and there is a shelving unit with LED lights behind the desk, and there's another one coming that's I'm gonna install on the next wall. But that's gonna be the full shelving for this room, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see why you wouldn't do both, just depending on what fits in your space. I mean, one or the other.
Yeah,
don't
doesn't matter.
pay for it, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's both. It's fine. I don't know. I don't think about it.
Just make sure your floating shells are well installed and can actually withstand the weight of your sets. Because I've seen on Instagram somebody crashing their entire Star Wars collection on their
I'm
desk.
pretty glad. I think my dad knows what he's doing. I'm a little bit worried when I move. If I try to install something myself, I'm gonna screw it up. But I mean, all the ones my dad's ever installed have never broke. So I do get a little worried about the ones that hang over my head at night. Like I do think about that like once every 6 months. I'm like, what if these just fell?
Oh wow.
Very bad.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly love that, but yeah, it's fine.
Also, it looks like Claire's going to be joining soon. She just responded to the group, so.
Okay, great. I'm not sure how long you guys are available to go.
I start charging after 2 hours, so, you know.
Yeah, for me it's $100 an hour. After
That cheap? I'm $1,000 now. Come on, Mike.
Okay.
That's where all these donations are going to.
No, I think I can go for like the next 30 minutes or so. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, 30 minutes. That sounds good.
Like something around maybe like what time is it? Yeah, maybe until 1 p.m. probably my time, which is California.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey,
oh
Claire.
man.
Hello.
Welcome to the club, Claire.
Hi guys. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, California time, man. I was gonna use that as an excuse as to why I'm late, but you're here. So
Yep. I try to take my time of the day, and I think I reserved like 2 hours for this. So.
Nice.
So
How are you guys doing? What did I miss?
good.
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything. All the stuff.
Well, we just got a interesting question in. What is everyone's Hogwarts house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gryffindor for me, I guess.
have
I
you
like
taken the
Gryffindor.
quiz?
I have.
What?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
You gotta take the quiz though.
Yeah, I haven't taken the Pottermore quiz, but I did it was called like a Hogwarts RPG, back when like Flash was still a thing, like early 2000s, whatever.
What is this nonsense? You gotta take the Potter. There is only the Pottermore quiz.
Well,
There is
this was
only that.
before Pottermore.
And the Pottermore, I think it's actually, they've rebranded. I think it's like something else now.
Yeah, I do need
Yeah.
to redo.
I took the quiz when I was drunk once, so I don't remember what I got.
I'm gonna
so.
do it right now, actually.
I am guessing that you just didn't like your answer.
Blocked it
I
out.
don't remember. No, I think I was too wasted. I think one day I was on a call and people like, "Oh, you should find out what you want." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I
and
was
then
there.
you were there, Claire?
Yes, we made Ryan take it too.
Oh, okay. Then I don't remember.
It's called Hogwarts Sorting Experience now.
Oh.
Kids, don't drink. It's bad for you. Okay.
Oh, I need an account for this. I'm skipping that. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's why.
That's,
so many
I
people
hope to take it right now and like tell you guys, but I'm not making another account.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely do it. But based on my RPG experience, I was Hufflepuff. Even though like I put so many different keywords for Gryffindor, it was like, tell me about yourself. And I was like, well, I'm brave and I love adventure. And I took it like 3 times. And it's like, Hufflepuff.
I think you were trying to game the system.
I was indeed, and they knew. They definitely.
So I actually got 2 different answers. So like when I was
Really?
younger, when I first took it, when it was like Pottermore, I got Ravenclaw and I was like I was happy about it. But I knew that I like wasn't, fully in my own skin and, where I am. I don't know, but now I am a proud Slytherin, and I think that was truly my calling in every way, shape, and form. So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Is this any different than like star charts?
oh,
Like,
in terms of
level
level of
at-
stupidity, it is probably equal, but the star chart thing, my very limited understanding of it is that it's so extensive. There's like like not only your month, but like the time, or not only like your sign, but also the time of the month that you were born and the time of the day and whatever. It's like, I would imagine, Mike, you're in LA, right? I feel like the people that are nutty about astrology tend to hang out in Southern California more than up here.
I'm in San Diego, but
Oh, you're in San Diego.
So BFAB, you said you don't remember.
I don't remember. That night was a fuzzy night.
I don't remember either, but I was not drunk. I just don't care.
Oh, well.
Fair.
I remember it differently, Ryan.
What did I get? I don't. I literally don't remember.
I think you wanted Slytherin and you got Gryffindor, and you were not happy about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah, because the mosaic that you built, the one that was Slytherin,
Yeah,
right?
I built Slytherin one.
And doesn't the Sorting Hat, I remember from the books at least, I don't know if it's in the movie, but you choose your own house, really.
Right.
You know, yeah. So you choose who you want to be. You choose how you represent yourself. I like that. That's like a cheesy message out of Harry Potter that I think is pretty decent.
Right. But you brought up a good point, how like when you took the quiz originally when you were young, you weren't fully in your own skin. So I wonder how that really plays a part. You know, if we were thinking that the characters were real and stuff, right? Like these are 10-year-olds choosing their house and who they're gonna be pretty much companioned with for 10 years almost.
Yeah. Which is kind of it's kind of crazy. Like I think almost being 18 when you go to college is almost too young to like pick a degree. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's so hard to do that. I can't imagine being like, you know, 8 years younger than that and picking a direction.
Well, I mean, well, I guess it depends, but I mean, you could do 2 years and get an AA and then figure out what you want your degree to be. 20.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I
that's
did.
true.
Cool.
A
And
lot of people have done that, yeah. And I probably should have done that because around 2 years in, I switched my degree completely. And then I do know that, like, I think other systems, like I think the French or maybe in the UK, you actually pick even earlier what direction you're going in. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just deciding as a young person your direction. Like, imagine, just to kind of like bring this back to YouTube, like imagine if our first channel that we ever made was the one that we stuck with. Now I think Ryan, that's actually was the case.
Not really, but yeah, close.
And like for me, I had an iTouch review, like app review channel, like back in the day. So it's like, I actually, if I would have stuck with it, maybe it would have gone somewhere.
I'd still be doing reviews of skincare products.
Well, like the industry evolved.
Oh, yeah. I'm only going up, guys. It's plastic good.
It was a good YouTube channel, guys. You missed out.
I know, BFAB ruined it. Mike, what was your like early YouTube experience? Like, what channel did you have, or genre, I guess?
What was the question, Stacey?
What was your early YouTube experience or genre, like for your channel, like your first channel?
Oh, this is for everyone. I've had the same channel for 15 years.
Wow.
It actually hasn't been that long. I had my personal YouTube channel, but like I didn't post on that one, so I was kidding. I've actually had my brother from another brick channel for like 7 years, but I mean, I wasn't active for like a year of that, and then
I have a funny story, because my first channel I was run by myself was I was vlogging in Polish. It's still there under my full name. So I stopped doing this when I started the Cool Factor, but I used to make Polish vlogs. That was my like practice to how to edit vlogs, and I was very much into Casey Neistat back in the day. He was vlogging, he was my like go-to vlogger, and his style and the way he was just narrating and editing, I was trying to really get inspired by him, so I did that in Polish. Before that, funny enough, like I had a friend who is a shooting instructor, so we made 2 videos about guns. And we went to he was like working at the shooting range. We would go and I would film him, like do instructional videos on how to like sportsmanship shooting. So that was like short-lived thing. I tried to like help him out with that. That was fun. And then for me it was, well, Brick Vault, Beyond the Brick, and the Cool Factor. So all Lego. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember looking at your vlogging channel. I think you have it linked on the Cool Factor.
I still have it. Yeah, I haven't posted anything there for, it's full. Cool Factor takes my full attention right now. But yeah, that was like I did like, I don't know, like 50 or something videos. I did a challenge. I went to this like big YouTuber conference in LA one day, Vid Summit, and I met all these amazing people in the vlog community and in the like YouTube community, like Peter McKinnon. I met him, and like Mr. Beast. I met him, and
Dang.
and there was this guy Cody Warner that's also a YouTuber right now. He's like a vlogger, and he inspired me like, hey dude, like I saw your videos, they're pretty cool. You should do like a like everyday vlog challenge. And I did that for like 30 days. That like
How was that?
What's up?
How was the 30-day vlog challenge? That sounds.
It was insane. So I told him like, okay, like let's do a bet that I'm gonna make 30 videos in 30 days, and I was vlogging every day, like full vlog, like actually edited full vlog. And the last day I was saying like, guys, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore. I remember saying this. It was super big challenge because I was just running my day-to-day life and trying to vlog every day, like about, like, and try not only like vlog like, hey, I'm making coffee. It wasn't that. It was more like I tried to find a topic to storytell or to talk about every day, and it was fun, but man, like it was super challenging and took a lot of effort. Were you
working like a full-time job on top?
Yes, I was working. I was back then. I was actually working at BrickVault during that time, so it was like doing the BrickVault stuff, doing all the Lego stuff, and in between, like when I'm not working on BrickVault, like vlogging on my own. So, and I did that for 30 days, like while picking up the kids and running the family and doing all those things. So, like I did it, but man, it was. No, I'm not gonna do it again. It's too like it was draining.
Do you feel like when you were doing it, like I'm obviously I know that there's a lot of channels out there that people do it like daily for like a year or something. It's insane how they do that. But like, do you feel like you were not part of your own life, like because you were like, constantly filming it?
That's a great way to say it. Yes, actually, yes. That's how I felt, because it was like. I go places, instead of enjoying a place or an experience or a moment in my life, like even taking my wife to a mall and buying coffee, it was like I gotta take my camera with me and like film that coffee and like whatever it is, right? Or like find a space to like film, because I had something in my head I want to say to the camera, but I had to find a space in the mall to like place my camera, not feel awkward about it, and talk about it and not have background noise too much, for example. And that would happen for 30 days, just like always thinking like, okay, I want to say this to the vlog, but I gotta take my camera with me, and I gotta make sure I can record it,
Right.
So yeah, exactly. Like I wasn't living my own life. I was sharing my life, but I felt like I was missing out on just enjoying the moment here and there,
Absolutely.
So that's why I feel like that's why I couldn't do it for longer than that, because it's like you either have the mindset and you accept that fact that camera goes everywhere with you. It's like your another family member is the camera, basically. And you have to like always use it, always have something to say, and well, I mean, I know people who do it very casually, like they record like 5 minutes at a day and just post like a vlog every few days from like 5 days of recording. That's okay. The challenge was to do it every day for a full vlog every day. So yeah, that's something I wouldn't be able to do it. I would burn out very fast, and I feel that would be like just very bad on my general like life experience, and just even probably my wife would like be like less fond of me for doing that all the time, right? For example. So yeah, I said like I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Do you think like, so when you were doing it, okay, I have like just some like semantics questions. Were you doing it with like your cell phone or like an actual camera? So like you were constantly like setting it up and carrying around like a small tripod, or was it, you know what I mean? Like,
camera. I was carrying a full camera, a Lumix G7 with a Joby tripod.
Do you think that's like more invasive in your life if you were just doing it with your cell phone? And obviously you were doing that for the quality of the vlog.
Like I had a moment in my life when I was like, I'm gonna buy myself an iPhone. I never owned an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone because I wanted to have an iPhone just because it has good video quality.
Right.
But yeah, like I got used, because I was vlogging in the past, and I was like, just when I'm in the mindset, I'm gonna vlog, like taking the camera with me wasn't that big of a deal.
Got it.
I was trying to convince myself, saying like, if Casey Neistat can do it, I can do it as well. He carries
That's
this giant
exactly
camera
what I was
everywhere
thinking of.
with
Yeah.
him. So like it was like a big practice for me, because I felt awkward like talking to this big camera in public spaces, just walking around and just like vlogging. But I was like, I gotta get over this feeling, like nobody cares, like it's my vlog, whatever it is, right?
True.
But yeah, in the end, like I was carrying this, it's a lightweight camera, but still I was carrying this thing, and you know, like instead of, as I said, instead of like enjoying this like walk with my family, I was like, I'm gonna vlog, and it was taking away from just everyday pleasure, I guess.
Totally.
In some
I get-
way, yeah.
No, oh, Ryan just walked away. I was gonna ask him, cause he,
Oh, he's back.
oh, he's back.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel? Cause you vlog at like Walmart, Target, the Lego store.
I mean, I just use my iPhone, so I don't think much about it. Like it's, you know, I just pull it out of my pocket, and you know, it's an iPhone, so it's not like it's a camera with my giant mic on top of it. Like, and then people are like, oh, what's that? You know, like it's just your phone. So
Yeah.
I don't.
It's still really awkward to film in public. I try to do it at conventions where like we were in stores. I remember the first time, I think that I hung out with you, Ryan. It was you and Eric filming in stores, and I felt so uncomfortable. I was like trailing behind, you know, just like this is so weird.
It's, you know, if everybody, if the environment accepts that, like you're on a convention, everybody has their cameras out, that's a different
Right.
story. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was like, you know, Saturday morning, I'm in the mall, there's no, like, few people here, I'm like walking like in an empty walkway, like talking to this giant camera, you know? And yeah, I had moments when like, oh, what's that? What are you doing? Are you filming for a TV? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, yeah, I'm just like, I'm doing YouTube right now.
Oh,
And
you should just say it's a school project. Just like,
no, like actually I had those questions, but I was like always saying some joke, like I think I said to somebody like, oh yeah, it's for BBC.
oh, that's good. I love that.
And people were like, wow, oh, can I take a picture with you?
Like National Geographic.
Like I had that moment, like I was so tired of these stupid questions that I was like, I don't know, it's Discovery Channel, man. I'm sorry, like it's you gotta sign an NDA to be in my vlog or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I said that to one person, so it was just becoming annoying. So
So like I take my phone out a lot. Like I'm really like when I'm traveling and stuff, I'm really active on stories, like on Instagram, and I take tons of photos and things like that. But I've never vlogged, and I feel like if I ever, and I do want to do it, and I think if I ever got into it, I would go.
I would tell you try it, because I was very motivated to do it, because I went to this giant conference with people having multi-million subscriber channels, and I talked to them. I talked to Mr. Beast on how to vlog. I actually like had the story when
So
when
fun.
Mr. Beast was there, and a friends of like I met a friend there who's like a YouTuber magician from Poland, and they were doing a skit with Mr. Beast, and I was actually filming it for them because they had nobody else to film it for them. So, and I talked to Mr. Beast like, how do you do it? How do you make all those videos and not feel like crazy doing all these crazy things? And he's like, I just own it. I just like, you know, I don't care. It's my thing. Like I'm growing because of that. So I don't care what other people think.
Yeah.
And it was talking to this guy when he was like what, like he was 7 million subscribers back then. Now he's like 50 million subscribers now.
Yeah.
And you know, and just hearing this from him is like I just see the actual evidence of him not caring what other people think. And it was like, I'm gonna take this camera, I'm gonna film. So I think that mindset just after this event to vlog in public was just life changing in a way that I didn't care too much about it the longer I was doing it, but I mostly quit because it was just affecting my life too much. Like I'm not in a position where I can just freely vlog every day and not feel like overwhelmed by this, you know.
Yeah.
No, that totally makes sense. Yeah.
Yes,
But yeah, try it. Like I would still say try it and see how you feel.
I think I'm totally gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try it. I have I have an iPhone with a good camera. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I did film like one tiny thing like a few days ago. Not a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I was like driving from like San Francisco to the South Bay, and I was gonna like visit my best friend and maybe like go to Target. And you know, I've been really conservative with COVID, and I really don't go out very much. And so it was going to be like a big deal. And it was fun. I actually like made myself laugh in the car talking to myself on the phone. So,
which is good. You gotta come out natural in your vlogs. Like as long as you don't overthink it, it's I think it's the best way to vlog, because people wanna see your pure reactions, and like whatever you say has to be non-scripted, like never script your vlogs, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think live streaming and doing YouTube, definitely, it's like that next step almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the next natural
Try
step.
it. Like the only way I in my life when I'm doing videos, the only way I was able to tell if I like something or not is to try it. That's the only way. Like it's like I want to do this, and instead of like wishful thinking, I actually took the camera and started doing it, and then I analyzed myself. Do I like it? Is it fun? Is it too much burden? You know, and I answer myself these questions real quick without asking anybody else. So it's it's this pretty much. Just try it yourself.
Little bit of fearlessness for sure.
Nice.
Sans is, oh my god, is that Mike from the Micro-Router YouTube channel? Yeah, that would be me. But like, I don't think people even know I had a Polish channel at this point.
Also, hi, Gary.
funny.
Gary's from
Hello.
Ireland. Welcome. And thanks, Billy, for putting the charity link there. Quick reminder, we are doing this all for charity. Gamers Outreach, / charity in the chat will tell you all
We're
about
doing
that.
this for promo. Wow. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, it's gotta happen. And then if you'd like to donate, / donate, and that will Streamlabs will be kind enough to give you the donation link for that. Yeah, so I guess kind of like on that note of vlogging, and like not scripting, but do you plan out your shots, or would you plan out your shots? Because I know
I
like
did
Peter
bullet
McKinnon
points.
does.
I did, yes. It helps because like if you go take the camera, like I'm gonna vlog today, but what's gonna be about, right?
Yeah.
So at least a bullet point or just a general idea what you're gonna be doing, considering all the places you will go or like whatever fits your day. It's a good thing to have. Scripting, I was just saying like don't read from the like don't write what you're gonna don't write what you're gonna say. But bullet points,
Yeah,
like
for vlogs that'd be a little weird.
structure, just a structure. It's what it is. Like if you're thinking this vlog is about my, I don't know, like garage reworking project, so make it about that. Like try to think what you're gonna share with the audience. And I knew like beforehand, this vlog will be about like, I don't know, a motivational speech, like how not to get burnt out. I did a vlog about this while like working at Brick Vault when I was feeling burned out actually, and trying to convince the audience that there is a way to get out of it, and trying to actually convince myself actually as well. So I knew like the topic, for example, and I knew how I'm gonna shoot it, reserve the part of the day for it, just come prepared. The worst vlogs I ever approached was like just take the camera, leave the home, and think about it later. It was the worst. As long as you know what you're doing, I think it's better to just have a plan.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I can't relate to any of this stuff. I've vlogged like twice at like convention. No, I've actually vlogged 3 times. I took the only vlog on my YouTube channel down though. But
snow. That's
yeah,
all
that was I mean that was a fun vlog to film. But I'm just I don't want this on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess you gotta stay consistent with the type of content. But it never hurts to try something out. Like you tried it out, you didn't really like it. I tried to.
I like it because I don't have an interesting life, and the thing is, like when it comes to like vlogging and stuff, like you like. It's harder to do vlogs if you're not showing your face, right? I mean, in the one vlog that I posted, I did show my face, but I'm just like, you have to be comfortable with that, and if you're not comfortable with that, then vlogging is probably not for you. So
That's true. Hi, Sans. Asking about vlogging with pairs or about pairs. I think that would just go along with the general suggestions.
Just gotta spend a day in a grocery store in the fruit department. That's it.
Sans, if you could pay the grocery store to climb into the pears section and then get a shot of climbing out of it, I think I will personally give you $50.
I would say, like, jokes aside, if you, despite the topic, if you're passionate about it, you can do a vlog about anything you like.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. It's
That's
like,
the point, yeah.
what is the expression? You can like sell blah 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 to a horse or something. You can sell
If you like, counting sand on the beach, you can do the vlog about it as well. And as long as you have idea how to do it and be passionate about it, it can be, people will watch it, I would say. As long as you feel like you have something to deliver.
type of content? I didn't know.
I guess like milk to a cow.
ice to an Eskimo. That's the
Ice-
one I was
ice
thinking.
to an Eskimo.
Yeah.
Ice and Eskimo.
That's the good one. Oh, Claire, so you weren't here. We were talking about floating shelves versus shelving units.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So people were wondering like which one is better. A lot of like Ryan and Mike said both.
I forgot there is a third option.
Okay.
The tab option. Just throw everything on your floor.
No, that's
There we go.
breakdown on
Garage.
So it depends. I think floating shelves obviously look cool, but they have a weight capacity and a depth capacity that's like quicker to be met than a regular shelving system. The other thing is they don't have vertical strapping to them, right? So if you think about like something that's structurally sound, it goes, up and down. There's like lateral and does that make sense? I'm trying to like make this as possible, but yes. So something that's like directly attached to the studs that are usually 12 or 24 inches on center or whatever it is behind the wall is going to be more secure because it's going to, engage into the structural system of your house already. So that's always going to be better. And then if you want to have really deep things like 16 inches or more, there's no way that can ever be floating because at the point at the edge of the shelf, the torque essentially is like too high. It's gonna, or the weight there is gonna just like pull the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Well, and her name is Architect for a reason.
Yep. Yeah, Nemo's architect answer.
And then if you live in California and you've got I was hearing Ryan talk about the shelves over his head. I would never recommend anyone doing that if you live in an earthquake area. So I don't know if Florida.
Florida is not good at earthquakes now.
Yeah, I think
hurricanes, maybe.
Yeah, still not even.
Doesn't shake the earth though, but yeah.
Good.
But, yeah.
I'm looking at my shelf like above me with a Barracuda base set, and it's like and they're not even. I have like high weight capacity drywall hooks, so that shelf is not having too many sets on it just because of the weight limit. But it's not to the studs; it's just to the drywall.
Yeah, so there's a weight capacity. The drywall, the drywall studs that they've made now, like those anchors, are pretty cool. And
I have the high capacity ones. Like
and I'm about to install like an entire shelving system that's not engaged with the studs behind, and it's all totally with the drywall system and their own proprietary like drywall anchors, but it does have vertical straps on the outside. So it's like so we'll see how it goes. And that's like for shelves and vinyl or for books and vinyls and like really like much heavier stuff than Lego. So we'll see if that whole thing can hold up, then I can get the same thing for Lego.
Right on.
Nice. Now we're coming up on an hour and a half. Claire, I know you joined late, so I'm not sure how much time you have. And Mike, I do want to respect your time. And we can definitely keep going, Mike, if you have to leave. But the rest of the panel,
I'm gonna stay for like 15 minutes from now.
Okay, cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I guess one of the questions that I was really interested in getting your opinion on is lighting. So that's one of the questions that someone asked in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, !Discord. And it's how do you light your videos?
Soft lighting is the answer. So right now, like I was, first of all, I wanted to make lighting my priority in my studio. So because I watch all those like filmmaking channels, and I think they have nailed the lighting to the point. So I was thinking about getting those giant like soft boxes, like the aperture lights. So you can go high end. You can go like aperture 120D, aperture 300D. Those are like high-end studio lights, which you can buy them a giant hexagonal softbox, which makes your skin look so much better, and just like shadows are like right now I'm wearing glasses, and the shadows are visible because I'm using like a smaller light source. If you go with bigger light source, you kind of disperse the shadows, and that what makes all those videos from like high-end YouTubers look so good, because they have like giant softbox that's like 1 meter in diameter, for example. So I wanted to go for that, but because of space limitations, I'm lighting my whole studio with Elgato lights, which is Elgato key light. It's a light that basically sticks to my desk, so it comes with a pole. I don't have a second camera to show right now, but
I got you. Hold on.
oh, Ryan
Yeah.
has the key lights.
I
Ryan,
bought,
the key lights.
I bought the big one. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I have this. I have two of these.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is like I can control them from my Stream Deck, so I can kill
Oh.
them like that, and I can engage them, and I can adjust the lighting depending on if there's sun coming through my blackout shade or not.
I like that they don't take up that much.
I have two of them on their stands on both corners of my desk, and I can adjust them for like such cold, so I can move the light towards my face, like Ryan does, for his
Yeah,
computer
I
setup.
have it on my iPad.
But this light is like on a swivel, so when I film a review, I just change the angle and I shoot it at the table. And a second one is a fill light behind me for another angle, so the shadow is cancelled from both sides on my set, for example, on the table. So these work great. Like they were like $300 for both, and I can be happier. They just everything I need for like a small bedroom, actually it's supposed to be a bedroom room, but I made it a studio. So I used it for that, and I used it successfully before in my old apartment when I just had a corner to film videos, and everything else in the room was just bed and bedroom setup. So it was a life-changing, because again, don't get any stands on the floor, you don't get any extra cables, it's just like it's Wi-Fi, so it's just power it up and you can control them from your phone even so. And I have a light behind me that gives a bit of this is like a kind of like a rim light, so I put it on the floor. It's like a small $20 Amazon LED light on a little stand that shoots light up. So when I film, like, you can see my wall behind me is kind of like glowing because the light is behind me, behind my back, and it shoots up. So it gives the contour of the host a much better thing. I have another light right up there that I use sometimes, and it's a hair rim light. So when I put it on, it shoots light from above me, so it gives me a bit of a glow on my head. So I have a bit of like a contour that also helps with like just the overall lighting of the room. And I have some LED lights in the back for just like some extra flair, but that's about it. So you always want to go for the soft light, and I went for the key lights from Elgato because they come pre-diffused. So it's a flat panel with LED diffused light built in. So LEDs are specifically installed there, so you get the soft light out of it. Soft light means that let me just I don't have it right now, but oh wait, I have it. So soft light is what I have right now. This is harsh light. It's my fill light that I use for my reviews sometimes. It's a pocket light. So this is harsh light. This is hard light. So when you put this on your face, you're gonna have lots of shadows. You don't want that. So this is for lighting objects or for filling the scene. You can put the diffusion panel, makes it a bit more diffused, but it's so small that the source of light just gets a lot of harsh shadows. You can see the shadows are visible. So you want to get it bigger and more diffused. So that's how you get that soft light on your videos. Yeah, that's how I use it. Like small pocket lights for like shooting dark scenes, but general studio lighting, you go for soft stuff as much as you can.
Nice. Yeah, I was definitely looking into the key lights because I guess I'm starting out the way that you started out, Mike, in the corner of a general space, and so now I have like two large soft boxes and they take up a lot of room. So if I could get the key light, I think it's the air that sits on the desk, that'd be perfect.
The air is a bit it's a bit smaller. Like the one I have and Brian has are the full key lights.
Oh, okay.
You want to go for the full key lights just because they have a bigger glowing area. So you want to have as big, like that's why we use soft boxes, because they are a big light source. You want to disperse the light. I think the key lights have the best like ratio of the size and like being compact and providing a soft light for the size they are. So yeah.
I wish I could relate to any of this stuff. I'm still trying to figure out my own lighting. I literally have like 3 little cheap lamps. I just put them at like what is it called? 3-point. What is it called? Lighting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do like 3. I do like 2-point lighting, but sometimes 1-point lighting for more like a dramatic effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's like, if anybody wants to learn about this stuff, there's a 3-point light rule, which you can learn from YouTube or anywhere else, that how to light an object and how to kill the shadows. And like You know, like if you want the best example of this, I think Jangbricks is the best example because his lighting setup is insane.
The
But
ultra
yeah,
light.
you want to do the 3-point light or 2-point light. Sometimes 1-point light is good, like depending on your use. But yeah, you want to go for the soft light as much. And BFAB, like if you think like you're figuring out your lighting, you don't have to go for like $300 lights. That's something I purchased after I knew like what I need. I started with like $40 lights with a small tiny softbox from Amazon, and I still use them as like the fill light behind me is the cheapo Amazon light. You don't have anything fancier than that if you want to start. I used these for like a year before I upgraded to those, and still people thought that my videos look good.
So I have 3 $7 like desk lamps or whatever. I think the lighting's all right. It's not as good as
Yeah, but the
like
reason you want to go for LEDs, with
they're
like with that thing with white balance according like matching the daylight output, because it just looks natural on YouTube. And like most videos, you're gonna have like 4,500 K lighting, which is like daylight, I think. If you want to go like tungsten, you're gonna look yellow. That's what most lamps give you. Like with classic bulbs, yellow light. You can go with LED like bulbs, which give you daylight. So you wanna, like, general rule is like you wanna, for like typical videos on YouTube, you usually go with daylight. Tungsten, which is yellow light, is mostly for like more creative approach, or like that for moments when you really need a yellow light for your scene. But most people go for daylight. So
the white lights look better. I mean, I have LED lights, they're very cheap. I probably should invest in something better. I mean, they do the job, but I'd like it to be like your quality of lighting. Like it's very crisp and clean, and maybe it's the incorporation of the camera too. Like I'm using my phone and it shoots in 4K, but it's not mic quality, you know?
But if you, like, I'm not sure if you're using your phone in manual settings or you go automatic.
I think I have it on manual.
So
it does matter,
like, I'm not sure if your phone is choosing the white balance for you. I'm full manual at this point. My lights are matching my camera setting. So everything you see on my channel is manual. Like my white balance is manual, my f-stop is manual, my exposure is manual. I never used automatic setting for like 2 years now. So like I just color match my lights. So I know my lights output and like in kelvins, and I match my camera white balance with that. I actually use a white balance sheet, which you show the camera, and you can color correct your camera white balance to your light output. So it's something that I learned that because I work in a professional editing studio. So we have like 4 studios in my office. I work from home, but still, like, these guys. I started working with them, and they taught me how to use a camera properly. So you color balance your camera to your lights always.
Interesting. Well, I'm learning something new every day.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know that like 2 years ago, but like when you work with people who require, as an editor, they require you to get proper color grading, and we have people using our cameras, and they have exact settings they have to use to give us the good footage. Like I was like, how do you guys do it? And they showed me how they color match their cameras to the studio every time.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn that stuff as you go.
Yeah,
so that's why I implement that in my work as well, because I learned there. I do it in my studio. I find some new things in my editing, like where I do the cool factor, or how I work from home with my setup, and sometimes I give them advice also back then. So it's a cool, like when you work in a thing that teaches you, I think it's good for both ways. You can use it for your hobby, and you can use it for your work. Like it's vice versa, right?
Yeah, I appreciate the tips, Mike.
Yeah, no worries. Like if you need any questions, I'm always open. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And Claire, did you want to answer how you light your videos?
Yeah, sure. So I have some lights that I bought when I was doing my makeup channel. And so the best one, when I finally I had like some cheap ones that were like $15 a pop, and they were great because it allowed me to like film during, the night. I'm used to filming during the day and having natural light in because I did makeup videos, and like that's really what you want to be showing. And so I still am kind of in that mindset, is with that natural light. And I still do that. Like, if I don't actually film and do any content, like when the sun goes down. So it is a little bit limiting for me now. And I do want to kind of expand and like get a little bit more comfortable with like controlling light, because it is kind of an easy thing to do. I did end up getting, at the end when I was working on that YouTube channel, I ended up getting a, probably like $250 ring light that I love. And I still use that now. And I use that now when I live stream to illuminate my face. And so, especially because, this is can talk about like vanity and like, everything else that goes into, putting yourself on YouTube. But I personally want to look halfway decent. So I do like illuminating my face in the best way and not like unintentionally aging myself with shadow that doesn't actually exist. So I think that's a big part of it. I haven't set up like I'm still working on kind of setting up like my Lego room /office/filming area. Like I'd like a little bit more of a permanent solution, because right now I'm still like hopping around my apartment. And once I do that, I think I'm gonna take the advice from Mike and really kind of, have, and also Ryan, like those two lights that you guys have, those are really awesome. I like the control that you have over it, and the fact that it's like low space impact. That's like my big thing. I hate those like box lights, and I have the ones that have the umbrellas too, like the white umbrellas that go with it, and those are insufferable. And the cat keeps knocking them over. They knock stuff down. It's a disaster.
Yeah, I just want to add that like daylight is the best light you can have. Like natural daylight is the best lighting. But my camera is like, I think it's over. No.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it is, because like the only reason I use studio lights is because I have a blackout shade, and it kills, like as you said, I want to control the light. But most people who don't have lights, they go for just like window to the side. Like natural daylight is the best light source you can ever get for a video. But yeah, like you're limited to just filming at the right times of day, because that light moves and you become darker, right? Or like whatever it happens.
Yeah, it happens during a video.
Exactly. So the way you want to just like control that light, you just black out your windows and you have you match your daylight lights to your camera, and that's it. And that's what works for me. Because I was thinking like, why do I need lights? Because I have a window behind the computer and I can just leave the dark shade, and I'm gonna have natural light. But my like 95% of my work is afternoon, evenings. So I need to have that daylight all the time at tap. And if I film in the morning, I just pull the blackout shade and I have the exact same lighting. So you will never notice on my channel if I film videos in the morning or in the evening. Like nobody can tell, because I have the exact same lights all the time. So that's a good thing to have, to just be able to control your light. And if you watch YouTube for that, people will tell you like, yeah, you get lights just for that controlling factor. You will just have always know what your face will look like, what your setup will be, right? And yeah, the key lights are cool in that way that I can I can give you an example right now, because I can control it. So this is like right now the lights are this one is off, but right now the lights are set a bit colder at 6,000 kelvins, but I can go like this. Look how yellow I become.
Yeah,
this is tungsten.
Control that.
So you can go full like warm. See, like I'm red now.
You look tan.
Yeah, exactly. So like you can control fully. So they're great value, because like we're making an advertisement for Elgato right now, basically. But yeah, the for the price, you won't get that cheaper like temperature controlled, like output controlled light with Wi-Fi controls, and you can do with the compact factor to it. So those are great for that, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought mine on a whim like 2 months ago. I was like in Target and I saw it, and it had been on the shelf for a couple months because I guess nobody else wanted it. And I was like,
really? They are hard to come by sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, I could use a new light for my like Twitch streams, because like I was using my crappy lights that I bought for like $130 like 2 years ago. Like I bought a pair of them. They are the worst. I cannot wait to buy new ones. But like I was like, yeah, I could use this. And so like I quick looked up like a YouTube video, watched like 30 seconds of it, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I bought it, and it's like one of the best lights I've ever bought.
I think you came to my live stream and like I think you asked like what lights I use or something.
Oh yeah, I don't recall that.
Might have, but yeah.
A while. This was like a month ago I bought this, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, for home studio is the best.
Because I've seen, and I thought about buying the two smaller ones too. They didn't have them at that store, but like it was just like it was here in front of me, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And I want to buy another one eventually, and I need to buy something else when I move to like like this space because I can't light this space with those. Maybe I
Right
could,
on. Yeah.
but they're too far away.
All right, guys, I actually have to go.
Okay.
So I just want to thank everyone and say my goodbyes.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's the way to donate again, Cafe?
Yeah. !donate in the chat, and
There you go.
yeah, so that's how you do that. It gives you the link. I think it's a
Is it
Tiltify.
working? Donate. I just posted it. But
Okay, yeah, it might take.
But
a
yeah, there's
second.
the link in the description, you guys. So make sure to support the cool effort, obviously. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate the cool talks.
Yeah, thank you. Wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, if you can always find me. Like I love answering questions like this. So if you ever join my live streams, you probably know that I answer a lot of questions from the audience about that. So if anybody wants to know anything about like my knowledge of camera work and just lighting things and just using it for YouTube, like I'm all ears and I can always answer those questions. So
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here.
yeah, thanks. Enjoy the stream. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you later.
All right. Peace out, Ryan. Peace out, Bifa. Peace out, Plastic.
Take care, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I'd like to thank our true sponsor of this stream, Papa John.
No,
Oh my gosh.
not
That
this
looks-
month at least.
Delicious.
It's gotten into some trouble in the past, but it's all about the Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Okay, the company.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. The actual guy Papa.
I think you got in trouble for mentioning that Papa John sponsored you. I'm like, what?
No.
Wait, what's in the box?
the
That looks I ordered some
garlic
chicken
nuts?
nuggets today. I'm excited. That's
Chicken
dinner.
nuggies.
Yeah, I got my cauliflower ones.
Ooh. Wait. Are they crusted in cauliflower or they're like cauliflower bites?
Crusted in they're chicken with crusted in cauliflower, so there's none of that bread.
Nice. Yeah. When I was paleo, I used to do coconut flour.
So good. I
Mhm.
think this has some of that in there too.
Yeah, and make my own like honey mustard, like a
So good.
special ratio.
I think I'm gonna do some kind of like healthy ranch.
Oh. So how do you make ranch? Don't you need like anchovies? Right?
You do, but you can. I just get like the ranch, the Hidden Valley powder, which is like not the best. It's probably carcinogenic, but I know you can mix like dry onion powder.
Mhm.
Is this a creator panel topic? And how to make like your own ranch? Like you just make a ranch dry mix, and then you can add it to like yogurt or sour cream or whatever, coconut yogurt, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for those of you who want to start a cooking channel or a cooking segment, there you go. Yeah, so let me go through. Oh, okay. So I don't know. I guess we can talk about mics. What would you guys suggest, I guess, for mics, like a budget mic?
Blue Yeti is pretty cheap. I don't use it though. I have it, but I don't use it. So I think it's like $120.
Yeah.
So,
A
I'm
blue
not-
snowball is like $40. It's good for $40.
I'm just
I use my phone for everything. So, I mean, I could use my mic. I've used my microphone before, like back in the day when I live streamed every single day, like 2 years ago. And I mean, it sounds good, right? There's a lot of benefits from using an actual mic and not using your phone. But using your phone is so easy. So I'd stick with that.
Yeah. And there are mics you can get for your phone. Especially like iPhone, you have to make sure you get the adapter to go into the lightning port. And Claire, what'd you say? What type of mic do you have?
I like right now I'm actually just using the mic that's on my laptop, but I do have the Blue Yeti. I got a pretty good one right off the bat.
Okay. And,
Yeah.
do you mind me asking, I guess, like, what's the price range?
I think it's like 2, maybe. I can check. I can check.
Not so budget.
That's what I mean. It's not budget.
And, yeah,
It was $115.
115.
Yeah.
And, I have the Oh, I don't have the quadcast. Which one is mine? It's a HyperX. I want to say it's the SoloCast. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, so I have the HyperX SoloCast, which actually I just closed the screen and I didn't see how much it was. So I can give you guys
That's like the mic that I use for most live streams, and I use it for recording over my videos. I'm going to get, I think, I was just talking to Ryan about it. I'm going to get a mic an external mic for my DSLR, because I have an older DSLR, so and typically even new ones now, the mics on there aren't very good. Mm-hmm. And so I don't like that there's like a change in audio quality between the footage that I take with the DSLR and then switch over to the overlay when the B-roll. So right. I'll probably do that at some point, but that's like that's another investment. So, it's not really something that's preventing me from doing videos. That's, time and laziness that's doing that.
Right. Kaylee, you should be doing your exam. This is being recorded, and I'll record it or upload it separately, so you can always watch it back.
You're not supposed to scare people away from your streams. You're supposed to be like, screw homework, whatever.
I'm trying to be a positive influence to the T-Falls.
No, you want more viewers. What are you doing?
And the HyperX Quadcast, I think it's like $40, $50.
Nah, like that one's way more. HyperX Quadcast.
Oh, sorry, not the SoloCast, the one that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I paid way more.
Yeah. The Quadcast is a bit more, and I would say what you guys need to, I guess, think about when you're choosing a mic is what kind of space you're going to be recording in. Now, I had like a $20 Amazon mic because I was like, oh yeah, I need a condenser mic. Everybody wants a condenser mic, but I'm not in the space for a condenser mic, which picks up a lot of background noise. And like you guys are able to hear when Mr. Cafe was, playing Call of Duty and walking around and on the phone and stuff. So
how often do I kill him?
How
often does he get in my games and I kill him?
I don't know. You think you ever play with Ryan?
I'm sure he's on the back end of it a little too often.
But yeah, so I had to get a more dynamic mic, which is like what you would use if you're on stage or something, so you're not picking up other people as much. And then especially because my desk is right here next to the AC. It's not great. And BFAB, you said you have the Blue Yeti?
Sorry, I'm stuffing my face right now.
Oh.
I have the Blue Yeti, the Blue Snowball, but I use my phone for everything. So.
Okay. And I just got a new mic for my phone. It actually sounds pretty decent. It's called Power Dewise. I don't know. It's for easy vlogging, quote unquote. But for those.
That's what they want to sell you on.
Yeah. But I have like a little dongle that goes into my iPhone, and then here is the mic. So it's pretty simple. And then the case came with like a little handle and a like a sound or wind buffer.
Yeah.
But,
sucked.
Yeah. So pretty simple, pretty cheap, pretty easy if you guys are recording with your phone. And then if you're fancy, definitely other options out there for you. Now I guess we can go into style of content. We kind of touched on it at the beginning, but Claire, I'd definitely like to get your input as well. What kind of video content do you guys prefer and why? And this one I believe was asked by Lord of the Bricks.
What do you mean prefer?
Like, how do we, like, producing or, like, watching or?
Making, yeah. Yeah, what kind of?
I like top 10 videos. We like to kind of be creative with those and have fun with edits and stuff and get to use, like, a lot of B-roll footage and movie footage. Not B-roll footage.
What did you say? What kind of videos? Sorry, I didn't hear you, B5.
Top 10.
Top 10. Got it.
Because I just get to have fun with it. I get to use like movie footage, and I get to have things popping out, and I get to it's fun that I get to be creative compared to like news videos. You don't need skill to make news videos. I think that you need, skill to make top 10 videos.
Skill to do anything, but that's
okay. Yeah, fair. But like, you get to be more creative. Like, I can't like
anyone can put a picture on a iMovie and say, "Hey, this thing is coming." I mean, that's
yes, Ryan. Yes, comparing my top 10 to yours. Yes, I get that. But
to be fair, I feel like you could change up those news videos. Like you could. It's not just like this is what's happening. You could be like I feel like you could. I don't know. It would require more work, and it probably doesn't need to happen. But it's not like it's impossible, right?
yeah, I think though, like for like news and stuff, like you're trying to be the first, right? So it's like you can't spend a lot of time on production compared to like top 10 videos. You don't have to worry about being first for those because people want to hear kind of your perspective. They're going to watch it no matter what. So.
Hi, Ingrid. Yeah. So what about the rest of you guys?
my favorite thing to make by far. Like whatever, making a Lego review is cool, especially when it's something new and it's exciting. But still doesn't even touch like anything collaborative, and like even the with the smallest bit of comedy to it, I always find way more fun to make than anything else. Like the Sands video we did with the Lego designer was absolutely a hoot. The Coliseum vlog video I had a lot of fun doing. And then like I don't know, like building anything that's like IRL and collaborative is like far and away my favorite video to make. Like not even close. It's so much fun.
I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. Like it's obvious you're enjoying yourself 10 times more in those videos. Like even without the like back or whatever, the like cut footage that you put from, where you guys are just like giggling for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claire?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of with you. Honestly, I'm relatively new and I have like, just a handful of videos, but I have to agree. I think my favorite one that I ever did, which I did the least amount of work on, was the debate, because it was collaborative and fun and silly. And I really enjoyed like every second of that. And I do like the podcast, obviously, because it's like, I just feel like I'm sitting and like chatting with my friends.
Right.
I really like the architect's review videos because I don't know, I'm a dork and I like talking about architecture, even if I usually put people to sleep. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to keep doing more stuff. I really, really, really want to go with my friends into their childhood Lego collections and basically have vlog style conversation and go through their memories and build and work on, and organize it with them. That would be really fascinating to me, is like the people's individual history and their tie to Lego. I think that's what I really would like to do.
Like what's that show? It's American Pickers, I think.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let me ask Mr. Cece because he's into that type of stuff. What's that old guy show you watch? American Pickers?
Old guy show.
Watched the American Pickers before.
When they go into like people's garages and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you have a 1920s something here," and then they pay them like $5, and then they clean it and sell it for $200.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff. But yeah, Claire, I think that would be a cool video, a really cool video, because I think I heard you say once like she had a whole bunch of really like quality sets and things that people really want to have now or look back on and really wish that we still had.
A lot of my friends, for some reason, their parents also like kept their stuff in really pristine condition, like adventure stuff, Paradiso stuff. And then like just having conversations with my friends over the phone since getting into Lego and telling them about my love of Lego, it's been really, really enjoyable to hear their stories and their personal connection to it.
Nice. Okay, yeah, thank you, Witch Bricks, American Pickers. Yeah, that thought that was about right. Yeah, I guess if I was to answer this question, and I don't know if the chat would like me to answer the question, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. Definitely my favorite things are live streams. Just I don't know. I feel like
include us, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the foolishness and friends, as it's I guess turned into being called. I don't know. It's just in the moment entertainment, or trying to figure things out. It's another challenge. Like I definitely have not like mastered editing or anything like that, but I feel like to the extent of me editing on my phone, I think I've gotten it down. And so now it's like, what's the next challenge? And that's learning an actual editing software. And currently the challenge is live streaming. So that's what I like.
You're really good at it.
Hmm?
You're really good at it.
Oh, thank you. I try. This morning was a blunder, but
What
Yeah, how
happened?
is it?
You are better at it, Cece, when we're there.
That is a very backhanded compliment.
BFAB is
I
the
am
king
trying
of
to
those.
convince you guys to do more streams with us, okay? That's how you do it.
Better when we're there or when we're not there?
Yeah, when we're there. When we're there.
What? That's so awful. I think Seth's one of the best solo streamers.
Claire, it's so that we get included more. That's the
Oh,
point.
got it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's just
don't think that's gonna work the way you think.
Your streams suck. We're no kidding.
Yeah, I feel like I'm backfiring.
I mean, I definitely wanted to do more foolishness and friends. It's just being an introvert, it's hard for me to reach out and be like, hey, can you guys come hang out with me? One, because I know everyone has their own lives, and
I don't. I'm jobless.
Joey.
Ryan works for Lego. Claire's about to be jobless. Sam's jobless.
not
The jobless
jobless.
squad. You're good.
Say that. The way you say that, I'm going on sabbatical. It
Yeah,
is a
it's a voluntary
Okay, yeah.
thing.
Claire's taking an extended vacation, so
yeah, that's better.
I'm jobless. Ryan works for himself. Sans is jobless. It's perfect.
Yeah. So I don't know, like, because I know Claire also does the podcast, which shout out to Callie Brick Click. And also, it's not spelled the way that you think it is. So if someone wants to put that in the chat so everyone can search that up.
What, Callie Brick? Nah, it's okay.
And oh, hey, Tech. And also, hello, Ethan. But yeah, so maybe every other week. It could be something fun. Doing foolishness and friends, just having a hoot, no filters.
Censoring tech? My God.
I don't know what you're talking about, Claire.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I guess this isn't a content question, but just kind of more of a Lego fan question. Someone was asking earlier if you like to display your sets with figures or without figures. Like, what's a better way to display?
Figures all the way if I displayed them. For a while, I had them on the ground and on tables. I don't have that problem anymore because right now they're in plastic bags, in garbage bags. Literally, I probably have about 4 Lego sets built at the moment. 4 or 5. So.
Which ones?
Let's see. Jurassic Park Gate, Hogwarts Astronomy Tower.
Is Jurassic Park Gate, is that T-Rex Rampage?
Yeah, that was correct. I have 2 helmets built, and then... Oh, I guess I only have 4 sets built. No, I also have... No. Yeah, I think I only have 4 built. Yeah. So.
Have you built Lego since your 48-hour live stream?
No, I have not.
Did you?
I tried to build the Hedwig set. I got through bag 1, and then I threw the rest of it on the floor. That's how bored I got.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What have you done for like the last 2 hours?
I am scripting. That's what I've been
Good.
doing. And yes.
Awesome.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah,
productive.
I'm being productive, especially once we started talking about like not being lazy. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start writing again.
Well,
So
you've been
yeah,
is it the same video that you've been scripting since this morning?
I mean, I've been working on like 3 different videos at once. So
Okay. And Goofy oh my gosh, Papa Ryan. Ryan is eating Papa John's.
Oh yeah.
Papa Ryan. I mean, he eats enough Papa John's and he could be called Papa Ryan, I guess.
we all call Ryan Papa Ryan. It's what we call him in private calls.
You know, I don't think I've ever had Papa John's.
It's very good.
I don't think we have it here. Or am I stupid? Am I like, because we did have Papa John's, but it was like it was the one that you buy the raw pizza and you cook it at home.
Oh,
Do you-
what's that, like
Was that
Hungry
Papa
Howie's or
I don't know. I don't remember the name of it, but that's what we had that.
I've never had that, so I would doubt that's Papa John's.
My mom liked that because they had pizza with like artichoke hearts on it and chicken vegetables, in case you guys don't know what that is, but yeah. But I do prefer, if I'm gonna ever have pizza, I just want cheese pizza.
Really? Just keeping it simple, huh?
Same
Yeah,
boat.
like that. I mean, I really like mushroom and like the meat on pizzas and stuff. But like, you know that like Italian style like wood fired pizza like margarita.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. I will say that some of the best pizza I've ever had was at this place called Blaze. Which for those who don't know, like it's kind of like a Chipotle or a Subway, but with pizza.
It's LeBron James Pizza.
Oh, is it?
Does he own the company?
He owns at least most of it, I think.
Wow. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Does it have like? Does the crust have like bubbles on it?
Well, it gets made like in the oven, in the stove or stone fire thing, like after you like tell them what you want on it, and then you see it go in the oven. Yeah, it's a brick
good.
fire oven. Yeah, it was really cool. One to watch, and then
Very good.
That's really fun.
tasted amazing.
Is that a Florida thing?
Maybe.
No.
Okay.
It's they have it everywhere, but not everywhere. But you know, like you can find it in different states and
If it's LeBron, yeah, it's got to be in
places.
Ohio, right? Too, I guess.
I don't know. I know, but yeah, I know. There's definitely like one at like I think the mall near Brickworld, Chicago. So like yeah, it's definitely not just a Florida thing, but it is Disney Springs. So that's where I usually have it.
I know when I had it, I was in Tampa, but now like I hope there's one up here. That'd be great. Maybe if it's
Probably
open.
It's probably everything's open. I mean, maybe Florida's different, but everything's open here.
What? No, 14 miles away. I don't know if I want to drive 14.
Wait, that's not even that far.
No. Okay, so I thought in Florida, 14 miles is 14 miles. It makes sense.
Yes.
Here, like 2 miles could be 40 minutes, or like some craziness. I'm in Northern Virginia now.
So what are you in like the foothills of the mountains or whatever?
No, I'm in pretty close to DC, so I'm like in the city.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, yikes! That area is rough.
Yeah, so it's like Maps is telling me like from point here to point here, like if you draw a line, cool, that's 14 miles, but like to go down this way, and then this highway only goes that way, and
Well, the traffic is what I hate about that place. From like going to Brick Fair there,
yeah,
it's tough.
And for some reason, like it seems like it snows at least one day every winter, but for some reason everyone freaks out when it snows here, and they don't know how to drive. Period on a normal day, but then especially when it snows, and it just goes to another level. Hey Shy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, there's Papa John's Pizza, free delivery in 15 to 25 minutes.
There you go.
Order away.
I want the chicken things though.
The chicken. Oh, well, you can eat both.
Yeah,
They're not mutually exclusive.
yeah, I get both.
Is it the chicken poppers? Is that what you get?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate this. I'm not gonna get it.
Hey Lorraine. Yeah, influencing you. Because I don't even know what time this stream is gonna end. 10 o'clock.
Oh, poor Cece.
Let's see.
I'll be fast asleep by then.
Uber Eats the Blaze Pizza. I might have to reheat it though.
That is true. Yeah. Like
We have this. Holy shit! There's like 50 pizza places that can be here in like 15 minutes.
oh, there you go. You know,
Or just the idea that there might be like there's so many pizza places everywhere. It's like a normal thing.
there's a specialty like app now just for pizza.
Really?
Thanks for lurking, Witch Bricks.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an ad for it. It's been pretty crazy. Yeah, Billy, we've been live for 8 hours so far. I've spent almost an entire workday. I work 9-hour shifts, but almost an entire workday on stream. How crazy is it?
Not to spit on your parade, but I think I'm going to head out because I need to get some stuff done before our party tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. All the creators' descriptions or channels are in the description, and also !creators, and that will give you the links in the chat. So
I expect my subscriber count to go up from this.
Yeah,
That's
same.
Yes.
the reason I joined. So I mean, if it doesn't go up, you're gonna hear from my lawyer.
at least one of you guys should subscribe to Ryan. Go from what is it at, like 400,000 now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Less than that though.
No self promo.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. Billy, you are always on it with the commands. But I want to...
Billy's been here since, like, what, 7 in the morning today?
Yeah, but he's in England, so it was later in the day. Hey, Incy. And, all right, so let me not end the stream.